We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up and click and play. Hopefully you hit that like button as well. I know I have been a little upset lately, trying to make sure that we see all sides, and that's not going to change. I told you before, we are holding Trump and Trump's administration accountable the same way that we did with Biden and Kamala. But when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. All right. Well, not really wrong, because I didn't say that he wasn't going to reign supreme. I didn't say that he wasn't going to win. The brother keep winning. He keep winning. I'm just making sure that we got all of our ducks in a row. You read the daggone the title. Trump, he got some real big wins today. Justin Trudeau, he caved. He bent the knee. The Mexican president, she caved. She bent the knee. The Panama president, he caved. He bent the knee. And I'm going to read exactly what they wrote. Well, not the Panamanian one. I couldn't find anything in English that he wrote. But I do know that he gave a lot of credit to Marco Rubio as well, because Trump know the right people to put in place to get these deals done. All right. But before we do that, make sure you hit the like button. We're trying to get 2,000 likes before we head up out of this joint. 2,000 likes. I'm not going to end this live stream until we get 2,000 likes. All right. All right. So check this out first. This is our boy. Who is this? This is our boy, Morning Joe, talking to his wife, little crazy drunk wife. She's always drunk. She's always drunk as a daggone skunk. All right. And he's talking to her, and they talking about how bad Trump is doing. I got to play this first so we can all say at the end of this video, shut your ass up, Joe. All right. So that's what it's going to do. So I'm going to play this video, right? And then we're going to prove him wrong. That's what we're going to do. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get to it. And thank you so much for taking a moment out of your time to rock with us today, man. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. But we are going to hold Trump accountable. If you hear me complaining, that's just me. Look, that's just me being honest. And if you want me to shut up, just tell me to shut up in the comments. Vance, up. I might not shut up, but at least you'll feel better once you get it off your chest.
Well, American consumers will suffer exactly. There'll be inflation. But, you know, Molly, let's just put to the side the moral concerns. There are grave moral concerns.
Hold on, before she even started talking, man, look at that smug look on his wife's face when he started talking. She just felt so confident and so proud of her man for calling Trump out. Look at her face. Her face just looks at like, oh yeah, all this truth is turning me on. You're making me moist, Royce. You're making me moist, Royce. I know his name not Royce, but that's the only thing I could think of that rhymes with moist. But look at her face, man. I hope we rub that daggone smug look off of her daggone face, because she think her man is cooking. No, he not. He lying. Her face.
Let's just put to the side the moral concerns. There are grave moral concerns about what's happening with USAid. But let's just talk strategy for a second on two things. One, or three things. I'm going to go three things really quickly. One, on shutting down USAid. I mean, we use our USAid, as I said before, to help us with soft power, to help us strategically, to help us chase down al-Qaeda, to help us get insight and intel on ISIS, on what China's doing on the continent. You look at the FBI, a purge inside of the FBI. Who's cheering that? Al-Qaeda, ISIS, drug gangs, China, Russia, spies that are going to be able to run rampant in the United States because they're looking inward and starting a war there. And finally, on these tariffs, listen, you don't have to be smart in economics to know this pushes the EU.
25% tariffs.
This pushes the EU. This pushes Canada. Pushes Mexico into the arms of China and say, okay, well, if the United States is going to do this, let's figure out how to deal more with China. So all of these seem to help those who consider the United States an enemy.
Well, these are the unintended consequences, right? I mean, part of this was, and that's the thing I think that a lot of us should be the most worried about are the unintended consequences here. Look, the intention here was always to strip down the federal government. They wrote about it in Project 2025 to remove nonpartisan government actors and replace them with loyalists. That was always the play, right? To strip it down to the studs, to do what Elon did with X to the federal government. And that's what we're witnessing in real time. The unintended consequences of it, we don't know yet, and they will likely be far larger than any of us can calculate.
All right. So shut your ass up, Joe. That's what we said. On the count of three, everybody, shut your ass up, Joe. I didn't even count to three. All right. So they brought up a couple of things. The 25% tariffs on Canada, on Mexico, and a 10% tariff that he put on China. All right. So we're all here to see what's going on, how this is all playing out. But before we even all right. So they trying to blame Elon Musk for what he is doing to the government. He want more government efficiency. He want everybody to bring their tails into work. I have something for y'all, a special treat. I know every time you come to class, remember when we was little, I swear to goodness, man, whenever I saw my teacher, we was in like first grade in kindergarten, and I saw my teacher start counting heads. I knew he was about to get some graham crackers, some gummy worms or something. Like I knew that they was about to give us a special treat. I got a special treat for the LFR family today. All right. Other than my apology to the MAGA family. But listen, this is all about making sure that our country runs the way that it's supposed to run. I don't give a damn about looking like this special content creator or anything like that or getting a whole bunch of likes, although I want 2,000 likes before we end this live stream. All right. That's our goal, to get 2,000 likes. Make sure that you tell everyone else once they enter this live stream, hit the like button. All right. And if they don't like this video when it's done or before they leave, take your like back. Huh? Take your like back. That's like bringing a dish over to my house if I'm having something, or bringing a bottle and nobody eat your food or nobody drink whatever you bought. Feel free to take it with you. I don't care. The same thing with your like. But since you're here, hit that like button. That's the only price of admission for our live streams. All right, so y'all saw the smug look on their faces about running all of these countries into each other, into the arms of the enemy, so that they can create some type of evil transformer against the United States of America, right? All right, we're not done. I want y'all to see this right here. This right here comes from J.D. Vance a day before. Now, this came from J.D. Vance a day before, and then we're going to have something from Caroline Levitt, but I need y'all to see this because J.D. Vance broke it down as to why we're being so tough with these nations. It's something that our ex-president was not doing, and we're going to talk about him in a minute. Also, shout out to Joe Biden for signing the talent deal with a talent agency, CAA in California, so that I guess he's selling his story, he's selling his birthrights or something like that. Because now since he has a pardon, he can say whatever he want to say about anything he want to say anything about and not receive any judgment or jail time. I wish we could figure something out to make sure that that's not the case. All right, so here's JD Vance right here, and I'm going to fuss in a minute. But let's go and check this out. Hit the like button if you have not already. Here we go.
The problem with this whole idea that they're going to retaliate is they have already been taking advantage of America for decades. The retaliation is Donald Trump saying no more. We're not going to be taken advantage of anymore. And I think it's important the president is doing what he's doing. Now, look, it looks different ways and comes in different forms, whether you're talking about Canada or China or Mexico. We know that Mexico has allowed the facilitation of the illegal drug trade and illegal sex trafficking for years and has done nothing about it. If they want to be a better partner to us, the time starts now. We know the Chinese, of course, have stolen American manufacturing jobs for 30, 40 years, and also that they facilitated the trafficking of illegal fentanyl into Mexico, where the drug cartels then bring it into our country.
Canada.
We are sick of being taken advantage of. We still have, thank God, the biggest economy in the entire world, the best people and the best workers. But the message from President Trump to the entire world is very clear. We are done being taken advantage of, and we have a president who looks out for the interests of American citizens. Thank God we do, and we're going to try to do it the best we can.
We are done with y'all sugar honey iced tea is what he meant. That's what we're done with. We're done with your sugar honey iced tea. You're not getting billions of dollars out of our pockets for nothing anymore. You're still going to get paid from us, but it's going to be reciprocal. We're going to receive the biggest end of that. Okay. Pause. And no diddy. All right. We're going to receive the biggest part of that deal. Okay. We're going to win. So the first win, they're talking about these tariffs. This is not retaliation that they're doing to us. They're just responding to our retaliation. They've been able to take advantage of us for the longest time. The same thing with these Section 8 things that just now he made Section 8 limit for 2 years. 2 years of Section 8 only. Bruh, do you not know people have been living off of Section 8 for the last 10, 20 years? They never paid a dime out of their pockets for grocery ever. They've never paid the market value price for their apartments, for rent or for mortgage. They've been paying a fraction of what most working Americans have been paid because the federal government wanted to help them out, wanted to subsidize and make sure that they are able to live a pleasant life in this country without having to, I guess, live up to the pressures of going to school and getting a good job like their neighbors. I know. That sounds a little messed up when you say it, but a lot of people have been benefiting off of Section 8 and welfare for a long time. It even passes on to generations. Like the mom will have it and have a bunch of kids, and then their kids will have it and have a bunch of kids, and everybody is on welfare. Everybody. They got the biggest TVs in the neighborhoods. They got all of the food packed. Their refrigerators are packed. They're going out there selling $100 of food stamps for $50 of cash, $200 of food stamps for $100 in cash. Trust me, I know the game. I know the game. But all that stuff is being squared away now because we have somebody in office who gives a damn about checks and balances. Here's the thing. This brother would not be where he is right now. As far as how wealthy he is, how knowledgeable he is about business, if he was just throwing his money all over the place. Something that us brokies don't understand, and I mean all of us who don't have a lot of money, something that we don't understand is the people who are most stingy and most tight, like they're very tight with their money and don't want to spend frivolously, are those that have. Wealthy people don't like to spend a whole lot of money. Wealthy people aren't walking around in a whole bunch of Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Chanel. Well, they have it, but they're not wearing it and so that they can just show it to the world. But brokies like us, when we get a little bit of money, we want to show the world that we stunting on them, that we doing something good. We go out there and we cop a Benz that we really can't afford. We cop clothes, all these expensive clothes that we wear just to show off to our friends. And if we're still living in those neighborhoods where a lot of people are on Section 8 and welfare, then we end up getting robbed for our $1,000 coat. Why in the hell are you wearing a $1,000 coat when you living in the hood? That's because the government paid for it. The government paid for it. Everybody else in your neighborhood is paying $1,500 a month for their 2-bedroom apartment. And your mom, who is on Section 8 and got it locked in like 10 years ago, she's only paying $200 a month. So she's able to afford it. All right. We're going to jump away. We're not done. We're not done. I'm showing you why I owe MAGA and Trump a little bit of an apology. Not because I don't agree. I don't believe that he's doing a good job or he will do a good job. I was just simply saying that a lot of people were feeling like everything was happening way too fast and way too aggressively. That's just how Trump moves. And as we clearly see, the way that Justin Trudeau and the Mexican president and the Panamanian president have pretty much said, look, okay. We'll go ahead and push back the tariffs for 30 days. 30 days, let's see what happens, but we're going to give you everything you want. The Mexican president said, I'm going to send 10,000 of my own troops out to the border. Listen to this right here. When Trump was talking about building a wall, didn't he say that Mexico was going to pay for it? Didn't he say that Mexico was going to protect it with their own troops? He said all of that. So far, immigration has not been this low since I can't even remember. I don't think that immigration has ever been this low in the last 7 days. In the last 7 days, I don't think immigration has ever been this low. Feel free to correct me, because a lot of you in the audience right now, y'all are far more well-versed when it comes to politics. I'm just a novice in this. I'm just now learning about it, okay? Not trying to downplay my knowledge. I'm being honest with you. I buried my head in the sand for a really long time. I just said, you know what? Whoever's running, as long as they black, I'm voting for them. As long as they Democrat, I'm voting for them. That's all I was voting. That was my metrics. And believe it or not, that's still a lot of people's metrics. But we're not done. We're not done. Hit that daggone like button. Also, Nori Cat, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'm going to fuss in a minute. Listen to this young lady right here. This is important. This is important, guys. Before we talk about these wins, everyone is complaining about having to go back to work, having to give up their comfort at home because they much rather work from home. You know what I mean? Allegedly, because most of them ain't doing no damn work. All right. Byron Donalds was just now talking about this to Patrick Bet David on Valuetainment. A lot of people be faking like they're working from home, and they're not. So check this out right here. Biden has been asking people to come back to work for a long time. But because no one respected Biden, they said, man, screw you. We do whatever we want. And nobody came back. You don't believe me? Look at this right here. I promise you, I'm not telling you anything I don't know. Man, check this out, bro. Check this out. I'm not lying. Hit the like button, gang.
So they tell us that Trump is the one who ordered federal workers back to the office, and he's to blame for separating mothers from their children. Do you see this date? March 1st, 2022. He used his State of the Union to call feds back to work. And again, August 2023. White House urges federal workers to return to office this fall. August 2023. He begged again for you all to go back to work. He's just been begging. And then federal employees just flat out tell Biden no. In April of this year, they said, no, we're not coming back to work. So here's the thing. Trump isn't the first person to tell y'all butts to go back to work. Here's the thing. He said it with his chest because Biden begged y'all for years to go back to work. He begged you to come back to work. And because you all didn't actually respect him or care what he was talking about, you just said, no, we're not going. But see, Trump isn't taking no for an answer. So either you go back to work or you don't have a job. That's the difference. But he was not the first person to tell you all to go back to work. Biden has been begging for years, literally. Check the receipts and stop lying. I'm doing these videos because I really do think it's the strangest thing to watch how liberals lie. My comments have been flooded with people saying that Trump is separating mothers from their children and forcing them to go back to work. That is not the case. Biden wanted people to go back to work a long time ago. And if you are a federal worker, that is your job. You don't just work for the state, you work for the federal government. Yeah, you need to go back to work. It's like, I don't understand what the disconnect is. If you don't want to actually go back to work in person, then you need a different job. It is as simple as that. This liberal mindset of, if I don't like how something is going, I'm just going to force them to do what I want. That is a toddler mindset. And I'm seeing a lot of this in the way that people comment back and talk in general. They act like toddlers. It's like I want my way type thing. No, you're not going to have a job. But at the end of the day, I do want you all to understand that Trump is not the first person to say this. He didn't just all of a sudden demand that federal workers come back to the office. Biden's been begging for years, and you all spat in his face. Your face.
Now, what's important is, this is important to know. And thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to read this in a second. What's important to know is Joe Biden is gay. Okay, a better example. Joe Biden is like the wife of the country. And the federal employees that don't want to come back to work, that's their badass kids. Because Trump is the husband and he's at work. He's serious. Biden is saying, y'all come in the house. I already fixed dinner. Get y'all butts in here. Stop playing. Put that down. And they not listening to him. They like eating on that popcorn, eating on that ice cream, just dancing around, not listening to Biden at all. They just like, go back in the house, mom. You shut up. You're ugly. You're fat. Get out of my face. Leave me alone. I'm not doing my homework. Shut up. The federal employees have been treating Biden like the woman of the house. No disrespect to the women. Listen, if you're a woman, I got so much respect for you. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing. Okay. So, but then when the man gets home, Dad's home. That's Trump. Dad's home. You hear the kids running. They start running in their own house real fast. And the dad just look at him. Did y'all do your homework? And Biden like, tell him, tell your father that you wouldn't listen to me. I've been trying to tell y'all to come back to work all this time, and y'all would not listen to me. Go ahead and tell your father what you told me. You told me no. You told me shut up. You called me fat. You called me ugly. I want you to say it to your father. And Trump said, oh, all right, I'm gonna take off my damn belt. Is that what happened? Huh? Is that what happened? Y'all been talking back to your mother? You said no, you ain't want to come back to work? What the hell you mean you don't want to come back to work? Huh? They say, we didn't say that, Daddy. Daddy, we didn't say that. So your mother lied. No, she's not lying. Get your ass back to work. Shut up. Get your ass back to work. It's like, yes. Okay, Daddy Trump. Okay, Daddy Trump. And that's how it's happening. Biden has been telling them to come back to work since 2021. It is January of 2025. And the federal employees have been telling Biden and Kamala to kiss their ass. Dad is home. Y'all better get back to work and then wash up and bring your ass back downstairs for dinner. I said get back to work before I back. Better get your ass back to work. That's what happened. It's almost like I was in the room. It's like I seen the whole thing. Biden has been begging as the president. How in the hell are you begging your employees? You pay them. You are the executive. You are responsible for what's going in their pockets. And they are still telling you to kiss their kiss my hind parts. I don't care about you, Daddy. I'm sorry. Let me read this right quick. So much winning is tiring, but I'm still looking forward to more. I'm looking forward to more too, but make sure we're holding Trump and everybody accountable, because this is only for a month, gang. I want y'all to understand that these wins, I mean, I know he signed executive orders and he's always working. The dude don't sleep. He don't sleep. We need to find out if Trump has a clone, because ain't nowhere in the world he's doing all of this daggone work and never sleep. He got to sleep sometime. It's like he just tag in his clone and then he go lay down, his clone get up and get to work. Start negotiating with countries. Start tweeting. Start posting on Truth Social. The next thing you know, we see Trump again. Who has ever, name one person that has ever seen Trump sleep? I'll wait. That's right. You don't know nobody that's ever seen Trump sleep. We don't know nobody that's ever seen Trump sleep. Thank you so much for the super chat, Catherine. I appreciate it. Hold on, we're not done. We're not done, guys. So here we go. The president of where is it? Justin Trudeau posted this right here. And because I asked this, I seen the Harsh twins. The Harsh twins posted right after I read that that the Mexican president caved. And she said, look, we had a conversation and this is the deal. And I'm gonna read that too. She said, we had a conversation and this is the deal. And then Harsh twins put out there, Trudeau caved. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. The Mexican president just caved like 10 minutes ago. The Panamanian president caved like 30 minutes ago. Is he just on the phone making calls to everybody? Like, look, I just now talk. Look, I ain't got no time to play with y'all, man. 25% tariff. You already know who's gonna come out on the worst end. This is America, bro. United States. This ain't no ding-a-ling measuring competition. I don't even want to do all of that. I need for you to get in line and do what we need you to do, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. Simple and plain. All right. And Justin Trudeau did what Justin Trudeau, he started playing the game. So this is exactly what happened right here. He says, I just had a good call with President Trump. Canada is implementing our $1.3 billion border plan, reinforcing the border with new choppers, technology and personnel, enhanced coordination with our American partners, and increased resources to stop the flow of fentanyl. I don't know how in the hell that says fentanyl. These words just don't make any sense to me. It's like the word colonel, like Colonel Sanders. How in the hell does colonel say colonel? There's no R in colonel. It's C-O-L-O-N-E-L. How's that colonel? Anyway, nearly 10,000 frontline personnel are and will be working on protecting the border. Shout out to them. They are sending 10,000 frontline personnel. 10,000, bro. In addition, Canada is making new commitments to appoint a fentanyl czar. How does this say czar? See, this is what I'm talking about. This does not say C-Z-A-R. How's that czar? Okay, anyway, Canada is making new commitments to appoint a fentanyl czar. We will list cartels as terrorists, which he asked for. Trump asked for that. And a lot of people try to buck that. As a matter of fact, the Mexican president also tried to buck that, but they all bend the knee. We ensure 24/7 eyes on the border, launch a Canada-U.S. joint strike force to combat organized crime, fentanyl, and money laundering. Woo! They sound serious, bro. I have also signed, and this is Justin Trudeau saying this, I have also signed a new intelligence directive on organized crime and fentanyl, and we will be backing it with $200 million. All right, I'm feeling a little silly today. My bad, guys. Proposed tariffs will be paused for at least 30 days. Proposed tariffs will be paused for at least 30 days. Okay, let me go ahead and get the Mexican president, who also hold on one second, guys. President. Oh, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Because this is important. All of these things are what Trump wanted. That's what he wanted. He wanted these people to be held accountable and to make sure that they stop funneling fentanyl into our country, and they being China. China is extremely disrespectful, bro. I don't know what the hell we're going to do about China. China has their hands their hands in everything. China is the real enemy. Bruh, I will be extremely impressed once China bends the knee, because these dudes are stubborn. They are all about their bread, Fred. They're not going to let us become citizens there. They're not going to let us start businesses there. They're not going to let us see their social media. We can't even view their social media, but they can do everything here. They have so much real estate here. It's crazy. They run so many businesses here. It's nuts. But they are funneling people and drugs into our country through Canada and through Mexico. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We get into it. Here we go right here. Where is it? Hold on one second. Where in the world is the Mexican president? President Claudia. Where's President Claudia? Hold on one second, guys. Do we have 2,000 likes yet? I don't know. Do we? I don't know if we got 2,000 likes yet. All right. I'm not looking for where Trump said it. I'm looking for where she said it, because I had it earlier and I was going to share it with myself on my channel, but I ended up not. And now I can't daggone find it. All right. So here we go right here. And guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. All right, gang, do that for me. Do me that solid. Thank you, guys. Here we go.
Alert, and the breaking news of the day is on tariffs. And we just have word that the Mexican president spoke to Donald Trump, and they are going to pause the tariffs on Mexico for 1 month. And Jackie Heinrich is standing by at the White House with more on this development. Hi, Jackie.
Good morning, Dana. Yeah, that was pretty short-lived. The president spoke with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, the two sides agreeing to pump the brakes on the tariffs and then retaliatory tariffs that Mexico promised for the period of a month while they work out the terms of an agreement. The Mexican president just posted some of the details. Mexico is going to immediately send 10,000 members of the National Guard to prevent drug trafficking from Mexico to the United States, particularly fentanyl. Also, she says the U.S. is going to work with Mexico to prevent the trafficking of high-powered weapons to Mexico, something that Mexico hit back at when President Trump was threatening these tariffs. Was they were calling on the U.S. to curb the flow of guns from the U.S. down to the cartels. Sheinbaum says the two teams are going to begin working today on two fronts, security and trade. And President Trump posted on Truth Social that part of that team is going to include Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, and Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, as well as some representatives from Mexico.
All right, guys, I want y'all to understand something. So, did y'all hear the 10,000 personnel, the 10,000 members, the 10,000 people? All of this stuff is, we keep on hearing that. I actually heard that. Well, we heard that from Justin Trudeau. We heard that from the Mexican president. Their deal was, okay, fine. I'll provide the 10,000 people at the border. I'll make sure that nobody comes to the border. We'll stop fentanyl from running through our country. But can you guys please stop running drugs into our country? I mean, running guns into our country. The 10,000 number, I need for us to focus on that. That is all Trump. Bruh, that is all Trump. Think about it. With his negotiations, he's throwing these numbers out at them. And I'm still looking for that actual, for the post that she put up here, where she wrote these things, where she said it herself. About the 10,000 people, and it was the actual deal. And I'm looking for her writing. I'm not looking for Trump's. I'm looking for hers, because that's important. I don't want to see, I know that Trump is going to tell us the good stuff. Trump is going to post on Truth Social so that he can let people know very quickly the wins that he is padding up. This dude is like LeBron James. Feel free to attack LeBron all you want, but the dude has the best scoring record ever in the NBA, and he pads the numbers. He pads these numbers up. This is what Trump is doing. Trump is working overtime, signing executive order after executive order after executive order. He's communicating with people while he's at the golf. He's playing golf. This dude is playing golf. And he's getting people released, like he's getting he's freeing people hostages in different countries. This dude is handling his business. All right. But the 10,000 number, I want y'all to remember that. And I'm still trying to find Miss Claudia her write-up, because I seen it earlier today. And let me just put caves. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna find it. Y'all, I'm not gonna look crazy, god dang it. I'm not gonna look crazy. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to daggone look crazy. That's what I'm not going to do. Huh? Hold on 1 second. Where's her write-up? I seen it earlier. I should have just sent it to myself. Van, next time, send it to yourself, bro, so you can have it, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need to send it to yourself, because you know you forget sometimes. Sometimes you just forget. So the next time you don't forget, just immediately send it to yourself. All right, so here's Trump talking about it right here. Here's the commander in chief talking about it. Let me see. Kelly Williams wouldn't have talked to my mom like that, for F's sake. I know what that means. The only thing that would happen when my dad got home was hiding my dead body. Oh, okay, because your mom would have took care of you. Oh yeah. Well, that's not how Biden rock. Biden don't do that. Biden ain't putting hands on nobody. He's just going to let people get away with it. Okay, fine. You're with the LGBTQAI plus community. I'll give you whatever you want. I don't want no problems. You're with the black community. I'll give you whatever you want. I don't want no problems. What'd you say your name was again? The dude don't remember a damn thing. And I'm not making fun of people with dementia, okay? That is a serious disease. And a lot of us, if we're blessed enough, will be old enough where we might experience that in our hundreds, hopefully in our hundreds. You know what I mean? I'm tired of hearing people in their 40s and 50s having heart attacks and strokes, and people in their 20s and 30s having heart attacks, strokes, and getting cancer and dementia. Like, this is why I want RFK to do what he needs to do, because I believe that a lot of this stuff has to do with the food we're putting in our bodies. Okay. And also, what's the daggone dude name? God dang it. I'm all over the place now. All right. So this is from Trump right here. Y'all check this out, man. This is him talking about the situation that we was talking about earlier.
Look, what I'd like to see Canada become our 51st state. We give them protection, military protection. We don't need them to build our cars. I'd rather see Detroit or South Carolina or any one of our Tennessee, any one of our states build the cars. They could do it very easily. We don't need them for the cars. We don't need them for lumber. We don't need them for anything. We don't need them for energy. We have more energy than they do. We don't need them for energy. So I say, why are we doing this? Why are we willing to lose between $100 billion and $200 billion a year? We don't need that. As a state, it's different. Look.
Okay. All right. So Trump has been winning. He's been winning. But I'm about to piss y'all off now. Y'all knew it was coming. It usually comes. Y'all already know it was coming. So I got to piss y'all off right now. First of all, I want to say my apologies for jumping to conclusions to all of MAGA. All right. Y'all know I rock with Trump. For all my life, I was vote blue and black. All right. Vote for the black person. If there's a black person running, I don't care if they got a birth certificate. I don't care if they got 5th grade. If they don't have no college degree, they don't have no diploma. If they got a GED, I'm rocking with them. As long as they are Democrat. That's how I used to vote. Sorry, but not sorry. But I was expressing a lot of things to you all earlier about how aggressive Trump has been and how the world has been responding. And it seems like this brother does really have it under control if we just be patient. I'm not that patient, to be honest with you. Why? Because certain things impact my family right away. Same thing with you all. Certain things impact you right away. If my daughter or my son come to me and they are concerned about not receiving any more student loans, student grants, or the loans, not the loans, but the grants or scholarships that come from the federal government that they've already won from busting their tails. If the federal government stopped doing that, then I got to go in my pocket and pay for their schooling. All right. DEI, the majority of my family and friends are Black, and they all believe that every single DEI program that's being demolished right now will disproportionately impact them and their businesses that they currently run. All of the government contracts that they've been able to win over the years because of DEI, because of affirmative action, they're able to get to the front of the line because they are Black women, Black men. You know what I mean? A lot of them are concerned about losing their businesses. Not only that, a lot of them have clothing businesses where they purchase a lot of the inexpensive clothes from overseas or out of the country, in another country, and then they put their stuff on it, and then they sell it to people here at a marked up price. Y'all already know that's how business goes. Everyone was afraid that all of the stuff was going to go up, and they're going to be paying out the pockets, out the back pockets, you know what I mean, out the ass, once these tariffs fail. So I was just letting you know what the streets are saying. That's what the streets are saying. I need y'all to understand that. I'm not talking about what the internet is talking about. I'm talking about what my friends and my relatives run by me, because they know that I voted for Trump. They call me their MAGA friend, or when I go to family events, they call me MAGA, or they call me Trump, or whatever they want to call me. But if we talk about something, we talk about something. It never gets too heated because I'm very quick with the information and I just move on. And if they want to stay on it, then I kill them with facts. That's why I like to make sure I'm sharp. I like to make sure I'm sharp. So I do owe y'all an apology for that. You know what I mean? I'm here for the long haul. I do believe that Trump is going to do a phenomenal job. I just want to make sure on this channel, I want to hold him accountable, hold his feet to the fire, 1000%. Now, there is something that he posted about anti-Jew being, anti-Semitic. He is proposing something with the Civil Rights Department or something like that to make sure that he installs some type of anti-Semitic task force or something inside of schools, inside of universities, inside of federal offices and whatnot. And I think that's complete bullshit, because if you're going to get rid of DEI, which is specified groups, specified programs for special groups, and you still want to focus in on a special group, which is only the Jews, that's not fair to these other special groups. I'm just keeping it a buck. Nobody's more special than the other people. Oh, but certain people are God's chosen people. Listen, let me tell you something. When it comes to what the president represents and what he protects, I don't want to hear about that BS at all. Not one bit. If you ain't going to protect other special interests and other special groups, I don't want to hear about no anti-Semitic BS at all. Not one bit. That's something that I will continue to buck back at unless you let all these other special groups get theirs in. Don't remove DEI and the LGBTQ and all this other BS, because I don't think that if we're not going to give special interest to any special groups, then let's remove them all. Period. 1000% removal. Okay? All right? But then say if somebody is against Jews, then they got to be treated a certain type of way. Nah, man, miss me with that BS. I'm completely against that one. 1000%. But when it comes to people, him removing what is it, guys? The federal government pays for what is it? God dang it, man. God dang it. Let me see. Hold on one second.
You've been on Section 8.
All right, Section 8. He's removing Section 8. He's saying that people can't be on it more than 2 years. Once they're on it for 2 years, then they're off. I know a lot of people who are going to be, they're going to be kicked out of their houses. I don't believe in them. I'm sorry. They don't even believe in themselves. They don't. But I think this is a good thing. I think this will make people grow the hell up. Pay attention. Do what you got to do. Prepare. You have 2 years to try to get yourself a position. Try to take some classes, get a career, take your business seriously, start something that you can be proud of, and show your kids that you don't have to be dependent on the federal government forever when this Section 8 is no longer provided to you. I don't have no issue with that. Although I know a bunch of people who currently benefit off of Section 8, and they're going to be bitching and moaning. Like, did you hear what President Trump is talking about doing? He's going to take away our Section 8. He ain't going to shut your ass up. Thank you so much for the super chat. Ezekiel says, trust the process, brother. Have faith and pray for him and all of his cabinet, and for God to protect him from the ones who don't like him. 1,000%. Absolutely. I most certainly will. And thank you again for the super chat, Catherine. I appreciate that as well. Kimberly, dude just gave it all up. Holy crapola. I knew Canada was going to cave, but what? God bless. Absolutely. They're all in negotiations right now. How many likes do we have? Do we have 2,000 yet? Do we have 2,000 yet? What's the count? I don't know. I don't know if we have 2,000 yet. Somebody let me know. Put me up on game. How many we got? We just now have 1.1K. All right. Let me see. Mine say 4. We got 4. We ain't got no 4,000. 1.4K. Okay. We need 600 more. All right. All right. So I didn't know he was going to cave that fast either. That's the whole point of me apologizing to you all, because I didn't know how long this was going to move. And also, he's pushing it forward a month. Like, let's see how this works for a month. Like TikTok, even with TikTok, 90 days. Let's see how this works with 90 days. And then we come back to the table and we negotiate. He knows what he's doing. I just want things to work out for us all. And what I mean, when I say us all, I mean for people who voted for him and for people who did not vote for him. Because I don't want to be a liar to the people that's always in my ear, just that don't believe in Trump, that don't believe in his administration. They think that he's the worst. And I keep telling them that he put God, family, and country before anything. And they don't believe that. I need for us to show them that. That's important to me. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that, Kimberly. He has a 2-year window to get things done. Well, let's get it done. 2 years. If it's 2 years, let's get it done in 2 years. Current pro-Palestinian activists on campus. Well, absolutely. They've been out there. They've been doing their thing. Not only Palestinian activists, but Mexican activists are out there. Other people are saying that we're not going anywhere. They in LA, they're in California. I don't know what part of California, but they're in California. And they're, out there protesting, saying we're not going anywhere, holding up their flags. And we got a couple of people who are messing with them, American content creators who are on the grounds. But I want y'all to see this right here. This is about the Section 8 thing. All right. I think this is important. Watch how this young man break it down. I think this is so dope. Hit the like button, gang.
You've been on Section 8 for like 15 years, right? You've never paid a single dollar for groceries, right? In fucking 15 years, you never had to do shit. And now y'all are hating Trump because he's making you get a fucking job. You know what? Fuck yes! Fuck yes! Let's go! You had the chance this whole time for 15 years. You had the stepping stones in place for 15 years. 15 years you didn't have to pay shit. You could have fucking capitalized on all that free shit. And now you're mad. And now you're mad. Like, fuck. I'm sorry. I just want to taste your tears. Your tears. You
My guy said, man, I just want to taste your tears. Shout out to him, bro. My guy said, I just want to taste your tears because y'all are doing nothing but crying. That's what people do. When you give, and give, people who don't work for their stuff, people who do not work for anything, they expect for you to continue to give and give and give. All they want to do is take and take and take. That's it. If you're not giving, they don't love you. It's like, are any of you the most successful person in your family, right? Or one of the successful people in your family? And your family members look to you as a get out of jail free card, as I can be irresponsible with my bills because I know this person right here. And you take care of them. You don't take care of them all like willy-nilly. You be like, look, I want my money back. Or you be like, I'm gonna give you some ideas. I want you to do this. Maybe you can do that. It will help you out in the long run so you not have to come back to me in the future. But I'm gonna go ahead and help you out. And then they come back to you again. And you'll help them out again. But then they come back to you again and you tell them no, they hate you and act like you never did anything for them. They act like your success is supposed to be theirs. You're working overtime while they're being lazy, doing whatever the hell they want to do, is your fault. They telling you to kiss their ass after you done blessed them time and time again. That's what people are like when they don't have anything that they've earned and worked for, man. That's why when you go to the projects, and it's called the projects because it actually is a project. I'll get into that at a later time. That's a whole nother live stream, all right? But when you go to the projects and people are fighting over corners that they don't own, and they got trash all over the place because that's not their property. They have no pride in it. And I know the Bible says don't be prideful, but come on, not prideful to the point where you're worshiping your belongings, but prideful to the point where you appreciate your space so much so that you want to see it cleaned, something like your household. You know what I mean? I'm proud to have this nice, comfortable home that when people come in here, it looks nice, it smells nice. Everything in here might not be fancy, but you can tell that I'm appreciative of what God blessed me with. People who don't have any ownership of anything, they don't appreciate it at all. So when you start taking away thread by thread of all of that support you've been giving them over the years, they look at you like the enemy. All right, let's check out one more of Trump's wins. This is directly from Miss Caroline Leavitt. Yeah. Now, apparently, this is what happened. Caroline Leavitt is exposing USAid, right? She says that we spent $2.5 million. We sent $2.5 million to DEI in Serbia. $70,000 09 Irish DEI to musical, $47,000 on transgender operas in Colombia, $32,000 on a trans comic book in Peru. What? Why the hell are we spending $32,000 on a trans comic book? Who the hell wants to read a trans? You know what? Never mind. What you doing because a lot of y'all probably bought it. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging. Listen, I'm not judging you. If you want to, watch little trans cartoons and stuff like that, that's your business. I'm not judging you. Listen. I don't want no smoke. If that's what you do, then that's what you do, Jack.
You're watching live coverage.
Through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to do, to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal government.
Hold on, but that's the thing though. Half of the American people do want their money to go there, and that's the problem. Half of our country don't mind their money going there. Man, somebody want to see some trans opera. It's better than regular opera. Got more action. It may look like a man is singing that, but guess what? Go a little closer. Go a little closer. It may look like a woman is singing that, but go a little closer. Go a little closer. Go a little more closer. Now look down. I told you. I told you. This is what we're spending our money on, man. At some point, daddy got to come back home, man, and tell us to stop, tighten our belts, man. We got to start being smart about our money. And this goes for you all too. All right. How many likes we got? Do we got 2,000 yet? I don't know if we got 2,000 yet, but let's go ahead and answer some of these joints right here because I saw that we got 1, 2 more coming. Generational welfare is a real thing. The same people who nicknamed me welfare boy when I was little, they suffer from generational welfare. No bull. They never had jobs. The federal government has been taking care of them their entire lives. But because I was the one that was adopted at the age of 5, to my own family, to my blood family, not to my mother and my father, but to a cousin in my family. Shout out to Diane, Heart of Gold. Love you so much. She just now turned 71. Happy birthday, Diane. And I love my mother and my father too. They all had their stuff that they had to deal with. They never really had the opportunity to come back and get me and my brothers. I even tried out when I was about 10 years old. I asked Diane, I said, Diane, can I call you my mother? Can I call you mom? Because all my friends, they had someone that they called mom or dad. They had their mom and they had their dad. You know what I mean? And she was like, no, don't call me your mother because you have a mother. You have a mother and you have a dad. All right. Just call me your cousin. Just your cousin Diane. That's it. So I tried. I was really young. I just didn't want to be left out. So me having a community like you all is God. This is God sent. I don't know if y'all understand this, but this was set up by God. If you think that you're just a part of some community of some random content creator, that's not the case. I'm telling you that right now. This is a little bigger than you even think it is. This is not even about us getting together to talk about Trump and to talk about politics. This is far bigger than that. I'm telling you, I said to God, I said, dear Lord, give me the wisdom to do the thing you put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases you and serves the people that you will have me to serve. And God is placing me in front of the people that he will have me to serve. All right. So if sometimes you pull up, and I'm not talking about Trump and I'm not talking about politics and I'm not bad talking to Democrats, don't think that you're in the wrong place. All right. You're here for a reason. And I'm going to say this to you one time. If you go throughout the course of your day and you do not thank God for his grace and his mercy, you are doing a disservice to our Lord and Savior. Let you know that right now. Also, I am nowhere near a perfect Christian, and neither are you guys. I curse. I drink my liquor from time to time. I don't smoke nearly, not even 90% as much as I do. I mean, as I did. But sometimes I get a hold of my weed and I smoke way less of it. But I give God all praise, glory, and honor every chance I get. I don't know if I'm going to heaven. I don't know if Moses went to heaven. Many people that serve God probably did not go to heaven. But what I do know is that I'm here to serve God's people by my own lived experiences, by my relationship with him. And now we currently are building a relationship of our own. Okay. Just had to put that out there. Okay. So Diane, most of her family members are generational welfare recipients. Generational. They were on welfare when I was a kid. They're on welfare now, and their kids are on welfare. I'm not lying, right? And they nicknamed me welfare boy, and I've never been on welfare. That's not a brag. That's not a flex. It was simply, I wanted more for my life. I didn't think that I was going to live past the age of 25, but when I found my wife, when we were 15 years old in high school, she calmed me down a whole lot. When I got her pregnant, because my pullout game was weak when I was 18 years old, right before we went to college together. And I was only able to go to college because I was in the system as an adopted child. I was already in the system, and they said if I graduate with a C average or better, I would get a full scholarship to a list of schools that they already had in place. And a bunch of HBCUs were on that list. You hear me? I didn't finish. I dropped out of my first year because my wife was pregnant. My future wife was pregnant. And I didn't want my child to not have what she needed when she was born. So I started looking for work early. All right. Just saying all that to say this. It's all about the mindset. With Donald J. Trump, with President Trump telling these individuals that I might make it a little tough for you in the beginning, but this is necessary for you to go out there and change your family's story. You need to take your life a little more seriously. Lay off the drugs a bit, lay off the drinking a bit, focus on getting to some sort of success of your own that you can be happy about. Because you cannot depend on the federal government to take care of your family the way we have been for the rest of your life. You're getting cut off. And that's what's happening. I cannot say anything. I don't have anything negative to say about it. Because at some point, we all had to grow up. We all had to get out and get our own. So why wouldn't we want someone else to do that? We know how good it feels to get our own paycheck, to live under our own roof that we're paying the bills for. We know how good it feels to be interdependent on our significant others. Like you do your part, I do my part, the nuclear family, making sure that we grow our family the way that we want to and that our children depend on us. So that's where we are right now. I did enough talking. I don't know how many likes we got. How many likes? 1.9. All right, let's go. All right, generational welfare. Thank you so much for putting it out there. I only talk that much. If you don't like me talking a whole lot, blame Paige Miller. It's her fault. Because if she didn't write generational welfare, I wouldn't have said anything about all that. I wouldn't have said nothing. All right. Thank you so much for the super sticker, KJ. I appreciate you. Gary, let me see. Ignore the comment. Ignore this comment. I'm just writing this because there's a group of girls staring at me and I'm pretending to be I'm pretending to be busy on my phone. So you spent $10 to bless me because you're pretending to be busy. Also, guys, speaking of pretending, and I have to say this, please listen to this. One of my biggest supporters, and shout out to her name is B. She sent me an email showing me that people have been commenting or responding to comments acting like they're me. I don't have no YouTube channel called The Real LFR Family. I have an Instagram. That's The Real LFR Family, but I do not have a Telegram, nor do I have a YouTube. That's The Real LFR Family. I only have LFR Family, and I have LFR Family reactions, and I have a van.hall channel. That's it. That's it. Only LFR Family. That is not me asking you to send me anything. I don't want you sending me any money over Telegram. I'm not doing any special sweepstakes or anything like that on Telegram. So don't respond to those messages. As a matter of fact, if you see anybody claiming to represent LFR family on YouTube, please report them. Please report them. Only thing you got to do is click a button and say report. Click a button right next to the comment and mark it as report, and then put it in junk. That's it. That's it. Once YouTube see that enough people have reported them, then they will just kick them off. Right? Because people like this. Someone started a whole TikTok under my name. I promise you. I don't even have a TikTok under LFR family. Somebody got to it before I did. My TikTok is likes, follows, retweets, what LFR stand for. So if you ever see LFR family on TikTok, that's not even me. And then I think they got like 10,000 subscribers or followers over there. They getting paid off of our videos. So again, if you see that on TikTok, it's not me. I'm likes, follows, and retweets. Okay? All right. And if you see Telegram anything for LFR family, it is not me. I'm not asking anybody to send me any money. All right. Gary, you are cool, brother. And thank you so much for the super chat. Tori Kelly, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. For real. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. And here is hold on. Where is it? Dang it, Van. Where in the world is it? I thought I had it, guys. I thought I had it, man. I thought I had it. I do not. I thought I had it. I'm still looking for this daggone president of Mexico tweet. All right. So one other thing. So here's what I want to share with you guys. Check this out. All right. So in 2 weeks, this is what Donald J. Trump has done. Please send this part of this live stream to everyone. Send this to everyone. Biden has not ever been this efficient in his job. All right. In 2 weeks, Mexico has caved to Trump. Panama has caved to Trump. Colombia has caved to Trump. Venezuela has caved to Trump. Canada is panicking, and they also caved to Trump. Mass deportations, we have not seen deportations this quick. Now, we've seen the numbers a little higher under Obama. He had a lot of time to do it. But the numbers have never been that low coming into this country. Mass deportations so quick. Hostages are home. DEI programs have been ended quickly. Bureaucracy slashed. FBI purges are underway. USAID funding canceled. We just now read a whole bunch of them. Gender ideology eliminated. Doge already saved billions of dollars. 51 intel agents lost their clearances. Border crossings are down 93%. Reservoirs filled up in California, just to name a few. Now, the reservoirs part, we need to look more into that too. Because I really want to know more about that. Now, this right here is for the people who speak Spanish. I do not, so feel free to listen to this and get whatever you can. But I don't know what the hell he's saying. I need to learn another language. I promise you. Duolingo is mad at me because I have not logged in like 2 months. In 2 months, only because I was on the portion where I had to say the part into my phone. They was telling me to say it, and I was reading, and they was telling me to say it, and I just kept saying it wrong. I guess I wasn't rolling my tongue right or doing all of the or all that other stuff, and they just kept saying I was doing it wrong. I swear up and down I was getting it right, but they was pissing me off. So I quit. I planned on going back to it, but I was upset. I didn't take Spanish in school. I took French for 4 years, and I can't speak a lick of French. Tu eres lo mejor que a mí me apresore y yo siempre Say a mere. I don't even know what the hell I just said. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Je sois. That's all I know how to say. Okay, all right, here we go.
Una cosa importante, que es una decisión que adopté y se la comuniqué. El memorándum de entendimiento del año 2017 sobre la ruta de la seda de Belt and Road Initiative no será renovado por mi gobierno. Eso es así. Vamos a estudiar la posibilidad de si se puede terminar antes o no, pero creo que le toca en 1 o 2 años la renovación, porque es cada 3. Así que esa iniciativa que se firmó, cuando se firmó, en el tiempo que se firmó, no será renovada por mi gobierno. Creo que esta visita abre un camino para construir una nueva etapa de relaciones. Así lo veo yo, así lo sentí de parte del secretario Marco Rubio, y a la vez tratar la medida de lo posible de que se incrementen las inversiones de los Estados Unidos en Panamá. Le expliqué una serie de proyectos de infraestructura que el gobierno tiene en carpeta, en cartera, con el ánimo de que las conozcan y en su momento que se hagan las licitaciones, que comenzarán muy pronto, pues se pueda entrar.
All right, so from what I gather, the negotiations are simply saying that he has a bunch of projects that he have on the table that the United States will help him finish. But in 2 years, when it's time to renew their contract that they have with China, they are not going to renew. And they're going to do what thus saith the U.S. That's what he's saying. All right. So in 2 years is when the contract with China is over. I guess in 2 years, in less than 2 years. And then he's saying that his government will not renew that. But we're also going to help them finish some things up so that we can prepare the Panama Canal to be in the shape it's supposed to be in, so we can take it over again. So that's what I surmised from reading what he was saying. And I was not, listening and like, okay, all right. I know that one. I learned that from Duolingo. Okay, I know that part too. I learned that from Duolingo. Nah, not at all. All right, so we are at 2K. We are at 2K. We are at 2K. All right, so let me see. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I am going to do. We are at 2K. Send me an email. Here's my email. I'm gonna send this. This is my email. All right. This is my email right here. Send me an email with just 2 sentences on why you should receive $100. And I'm gonna give 3 people $100 based off of the 2 sentences you send. It's only $100. It's not a whole lot, but it's a giveaway nonetheless. And I think we had such a good time with these inauguration coins. Hopefully you guys received yours. I know Katarina received hers. But if you send, listen, $100 is still a lot to me. It might not be a lot to you all. Maybe y'all are already rich. But if you email me with only 2, if you send me more than 2 sentences, I'm not giving you that $100. And I'm only picking 3 people. All right. Only picking 3 people. All right. Just 3. So send that to me with the 2 sentences as to why you should receive it. And I will send you the $100. All right. Reason why I'm doing that is because I don't know why I'm doing it. The Lord told me to do it, so I'm doing it. Also, I met a phenomenal couple inside the grocery store, man. They were paying for their food. They were paying for their groceries. And you know how when you take care of people's tabs, you pay for the person in the back and all that other stuff. The Lord told me to do it, and I did it. and they're such a beautiful couple with their 2 sons, man. It was so dope. Shout out to them. Not gonna give their names or anything, but they was just an amazing couple, young couple. And I figure if God bless me, I should be able to bless other people. $300 is not a lot. Hopefully we can get into the thousands in the near future, depending on how this channel grows. But send me an email if you want to be a part of this. Feel free, reach out. 2 sentences max. 2 sentences max, guys. Max. Because I don't like to read a whole poop ton of emails with everyone's stories. Well, I do like reading them, but yeah, combing through them all is a bit much. All right. So thank y'all so much, man, for everything. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Share this video, and shout out to all of my blues for always helping out. God bless y'all so much, man. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. For everybody who submitted a super chat or super sticker, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For everyone who engaged respectfully inside of the chats, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And everyone who bought me a coffee and joined, the people who have joined my my course that I created, that's in the very first link inside the descriptions. Thank you so much for that. And for those who don't know what my course is, this is what it is right here. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from 0 to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have, trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing, we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.